liked and didn't like. One thing we both didn't like, I'll start with this for fans of PlayStation, is that PS5 was nowhere to be found. It was MIA. We have people on the case looking for why they skipped it, because for now our PS4s are starting to disappear the online, so we don't know what's going on with the 5. So Sony, if you hear this, tell us what PS5 is about. Are we going to be backwards compatible? Are we going to be 3 years still with our old gen systems? We need to know this stuff because the online is going down. And the first topic, besides that, is Avengers. I'm a game that I'm excited for since they was super darn nuts. A lot of stuff has been told. It is not an open world adventure. It has microtransactions for, I'm presuming, the suits, so all the gears. It's going to have a offline campaign mode. Don't know how long. We're going to be able to play with our friends through side missions, what everyone's favorite thing is. It's not based on the movies or the comics. It's Square Enix's own story. But it does look good, and I'm excited. And it's May 15th, 2020. I would recommend it. I'm a super fan. That's me. Then we have Next is Cyberpunk 2077.
Yep, Cyberpunk 2077. We're going to go over here, guys. This is everything that Xbox announced at E3. So we're going to start Xbox's E3 recap off with Cyberpunk 2077, which is releasing April 16th, 2020. We know Keanu Reeves will be in the game. I believe Lady Gaga is in that game. It looks like an action-adventure game, but other than that, we don't know too much at this point on Cyberpunk. The Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga.
So that's based on I think it's based off the movies, I could be wrong.
It's based off all the films, yeah. You start off, I believe it's all the way through to the, where it is now, I would think.
Yeah, where it is now. By putting it.
That would be cool. Dragon Ball Z announced another game.
Yeah, my brother-in-law will love that. And I played some of them, they're fun, but they're hard because a lot of it is animation Japanese. If you like that kind of stuff, then that's your cup of coffee.
That'll be released early 2020, guys, so stay tuned for that. The big one on here, which Xbox, one of their big ones, was Gears of War 5. Bound by Blood revealed it's coming out September 10th. But you guys can play 4 days early if you get the Xbox Ultimate Pass. Ultimate Game Pass, I believe. Terminator Dark Fate character pack as well comes with it. The T-800 and Sarah Connor, who's voiced by her movie counterpart, Linda Hamilton.
Yep, that's right. I agreed right there for a second. One character looks good. We don't have Xbox, but I think we wish we did because that looks great. And then we got the big one.
The Xbox Elite Series 2 controller was announced, but that's not the only big news that they announced. Dying Light 2, guys, is coming out spring 2020. If you've enjoyed Dying Light 1, this is the sequel to that, and actually looks really, really decent. I'm super excited for that one. Crossfire X, which was a PC console game, or PC game. That's coming to console, the Xbox One in 2020. We got Elden Ring.
Elden Ring. I don't know much about that, but all I know is if you like more of the Rings, or if you like Jon Snow show, George R. Romero, you'll like this game. That's the place that I can put it.
Nice. And now the big topic for Xbox is Xbox basically unveiled Project Scarlet, which is going to be coming out holiday 2020.
All I can say is, here's how I'll put it for me. It just kicked Sony's ass really bad. They kicked it hard. It kicked it. We know that it's backwards compatibility. We'll have discs to do. Still buy discs for it. It's going to have a badass controller, 8K. It's going to have Halo come with it. Yeah. And then on the other hand, like I said, Sony, we got the microphone glasses trying to find them, but Xbox killed it in E3. Hands down for me.
I would say Xbox did win it, especially with the announcement of Halo Infinite, which is going to be coming out with Project Scarlet, which launches in
I think it's
2020.
2020.
Bethesda, Elder Scrolls.
That was you. I don't know about that game.
I don't know much about that, but Elder Scrolls Blades is announced for Nintendo Switch. Elder Scrolls Scalebreaker out in August for Elder Scrolls Online and Dragonhold, which I believe is another Elder Scrolls DLC that they all announced at E3 from Bethesda. So new stuff coming, guys, for Elder Scrolls, for the Switch, as well as for the Fallout 76. Wastelanders is free for players. Fallout 76 this fall. Trial of Fallout 76, it's over now. It started June 10th and 17th. New game mode was announced, Nuclear Winter. It's a 52-man Battle Royale mode that they announced for
Battle Royale mode. Every game starts to have. Every game has it, people. Don't worry. Your game you want is going to have a Battle Royale. You watch. That gets annoying.
And if you guys still have Rage 2, Rise of the Ghost expansion is coming to Rage 2. We're not sure when, but more DLC coming for Rage 2, which desperately needed it because it was a very short game. Deathloop was announced, but we don't know much about that one.
Nothing at all.
Yeah, Doom Eternal, guys, November 22nd. The Collector's Edition was announced as well, which comes with a really cool Doom Slayer helmet. I believe it also comes with the soundtrack and a Collector's Steelbook Edition. All kinds of cool stuff. They also announced a new game mode called Battle Mode, which is a multiplayer game that you can play with your friends.
And if you have MK, watch that trailer at the end of Doom, because you'll see they tease on from MK11. Doomslayer, not Dooms. Yeah, Doomslayer himself. You can watch the end of his trailer because it says something you're going to recognize from MK11.
And sticking on MK11, guys, this week you guys can play first if you have the premium edition. Shang Tsung is coming this week, guys, for MK11. So stay tuned for that.
It's gonna be groovy, we hope.
Ubisoft. We're gonna break down some Ubisoft now, guys, from E3.
So, Rock, Watch Dogs, I know nothing about. That's you. You played the game. This is, I think, the.
Well, you're gonna get a new follower. GQ Smooth. I know that guy. He's a good guy.
So, all we know, Watch Dogs 3. So, where does that tie in from the first two? I've never played them.
I played the first one. This is the third one. Watch Dogs Legion was announced. It's going to take place in London, I believe this one is. You play as a female character. But the cool part about Watch Dogs Legion is you get to pick your own army to fight against the enemy in this game. You can pick people from the CIA. You can pick random people off the street that you think maybe might make good soldiers for you in this game. There's a lot of really cool things that they have for Watch Dogs Legion after watching the trailer. There's a lot of cool things that they're bringing in.
Would you pre-order it and would you play it?
I would probably try it. It looks decent enough to play. It looks a little bit better than the other one. What's going on, buddy?
So next is Ghost Recon. Again, you played that game, so you take on Ghost Recon also. I've never played the game. I can't say anything.
Ghost Recon Breakpoint. We know that the game itself, I believe, is out in October, but I'll have a little bit more on that in a minute. But Ghost Recon Breakpoint, if you've pre-ordered it already, you know that there's a beta coming for it, and the beta will take place September 5th, guys, for Ghost Recon Breakpoint. We can edit that out there, yeah, Ghost Recon Breakpoint, which stars John Bernthal as the leader of the Wolves, the guy who you'll be fighting against in Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
Next on my list is Division 2. I have tried that game before.
We'll skip Rainbow Six.
Well, we'll skip Murph anyways, because I can't really see anything. We'll do that to get that over with. Nothing big.
Yeah.
You like Division 2? I guess
there's a new movie coming that was announced for Netflix for Division 2, starring Jessica Chastain and Jake Gyllenhaal.
Two great actors and actresses.
It was free to play from the 13th to the 16th, but that's over. Yeah.
So,
Rainbow
I can believe we got Rainbow Six. Again, I've never played it. So, it looks like a good game. I know it's Tom Clancy. That's all I know. I've never tried the series. Maybe this one. But it looks good. I think you can also say it does look good. What is it? I don't.
It does look good. Rainbow Six Quarantine. It's a 3-player co-op game that's coming in 2020. So for those of you big fans of Rainbow Six, if you're currently playing the standard version of it, definitely check out the new one, which will be coming out in 2020, which features 3-player co-op.
That's awesome.
You play a subscription on your thing for PC. You want me to do that one?
You go ahead, I can't say it.
Alright. Uplay Plus, guys, it's a new subscription service coming from Ubisoft for the PC. It's launching on September 3rd. You get 100 plus games, DLC, new releases, all kinds of cool stuff for $19.99 a month, which is not too bad. Square Enix, which will take us to Final Fantasy VII.
Final Fantasy VII, if you guys have put, I played all the Final Fantasies. I love them. I don't need this game. This took almost half of the Square Enix Expo at E3. They're fun games. If you haven't played 7, pick it up. It's almost like the Resident Evil remake. They're kind of one remade. Worth it there, but I played it. It's a great fun game. Like I said again, it's the Avengers. I've already touched on that. Like I said, it's a single player co-op mode with friends help side missions.
Yeah, we're gonna get to Avengers in that.
It's the same thing twice, so.
Yeah.
I started that, remember?
Yeah, well, we didn't get the other stuff for it. Yeah, it comes out for Xbox One, PS4, Stadia, May 15, 2020. Taskmaster has been confirmed as one of the villains. Then the beta is playable first on the PS4 with a pre-order of the game. So I guess it'll be a closed beta or an open beta, I'm not too sure. But
we're not sure who we get it first. So anybody who plays it before gets that first, gets the DLC first, which I'm very shocked with. And a special content that what people are believing it ties into the game no one said. The web swinger, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So we don't know, but that's what it sounds like.
And we kind of seen this coming in a way if you played a Spider-Man game with the big Avengers tower, which was an Easter egg for something that we weren't completely sure what it was at that point.
So maybe this is what that was. I can't wait to see who else joins the team. I do hope we get to see the X-Men and Fantastic Four. Now they're part of Marvel. I'd like to see Ant-Man. I'm glad we're seeing him. Yes, fans who go into movies, Hank Pym is going to be Ant-Man in this game franchise, series, or game. I'm not sure it's series, but presuming series. I'm excited for it. I pre-ordered the game on PlayStation 4. I'm super stoked, super ready to play my favorite heroes.
Yeah, I think Avengers will be a good game, guys, for the PS4, Xbox One. I believe the PC is getting it as well.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think the Wii is, but
no, we're not this movie.
Yeah, basically, let's break down on E3. We just revealed all the information. Let's break down
what we liked about we did. The one I didn't like, the one thing I hated, I think you'll give me this one, the PlayStation hit themselves. And with the new console coming holiday next year, seeing as the Project Scarlet, we don't know anything. And the one thing I'll say, well, for us gamers, PlayStation 4 gamers, my biggest concern is the online. We don't know if the online is going to start getting cut down. We don't know if it's going to stay on for the time being or if we're going to have to go up. So we're waiting. That's the only downfall for me. Plus for me is the CD Adventures game. That was a plus. Cyberpunk 2077 was a plus. That's it for me. I can't think of anything else. My brain just shut right down. Those are some of the pluses I am for.
I think the plus for me, like, E3 was really good. There's some companies I think did really, really well at E3. I know I forgot one game from Bethesda was Ghostwire Tokyo, but we don't really know much about Ghostwire Tokyo right now. But that was one of the things that was announced. But who I think really won it, I think Microsoft is the big winners here, with coming out with Gears of War 5, which they showed us. It comes with Terminator Dark Fate DLC, which includes Sarah Connor and the T-800, and Sarah Connor being voiced by Linda Hamilton is huge. That's an add-on for Gears of War 5, which is really cool. Halo was probably their biggest announcement, Halo Infinite, coming on the Project Scarlet in 2020. That was a massive announcement by Xbox. The new system, of course, is partly why they won E3, in my opinion, as well as the new controller. Cyberpunk, which is for everybody, but
that's going to be a big game.
That's a big game. The Blair Witch game, which we skipped out on, but there's a Blair Witch game coming. That's a
first-person exclusive.
First-person, yeah, Xbox exclusive game, which looks really good.
Yeah.
If you're fans of horror, I mean, it's
like we are.
It would be cool if it was on our system, but definitely Xbox, I would say, is the big winners. Bethesda, I would say, was a close second, coming out with Doom Eternal. We've seen like 3 really good trailers from Doom Eternal.
Yeah.
We got a new game mode for Doom Eternal. We got a collector's edition that was announced that comes with the big Doomslayer mask. I believe it's a steelbook, a soundtrack.
I think so. Didn't we forgot Youngblood?
Yes, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, Youngblood, Wolfenstein Youngblood, which was also announced, which we've seen a little bit of. We've seen a tiny bit of Wolfenstein Cyberpilot, which looks pretty cool. It's a VR game for the PlayStation VR that they announced from Bethesda, so that was...
Not game. Neither one. Both
Doom and Wolfenstein were pretty big highlights, I would say, from E3 from Bethesda. Ghostwire Tokyo, I would say, is a big highlight as well. Coming from the same people, I know we were hoping that maybe it would be Evil Within 3, but they decided to go this route with Ghostwire Tokyo, which I think will still be a good game. It's still a horror game, so I'm definitely excited to see what they do with it. As soon as there's more information on Ghostwire Tokyo, we'll definitely let you know what we hear on that one. But another winner, I would say, that E3 would be Ubisoft.
Ubisoft, yes. Always. That's the point.
Coming out with a new subscription service for the PC, which was cool. Uplay Plus. It comes out September 3rd. It's $20 a month. You get 100 games on there. There's DLC, new releases. That was cool announced. Watch Dogs was a big one. We learned more about Ghost Recon Breakpoint. We know that the demo was September 5th. The game comes out in October, I believe.
Yes.
So we got a lot of really good information from them. But yeah, Sony I would think, would be one of the biggest losers at E3 because they didn't show anything. We don't know much about their titles. We know they showed us a little bit of Death Stranding. We know that comes out this year, but we don't have a clue what it's about.
Still no clue. No clue at all. We don't know when Last of Us 2 is from February, which I can't see. I don't see early 2020, but that's the rumor. I hope Sony does show us that. That's the game we're all hoping for. And the system.
And the system, yeah. Not very much is known about the system at this point, but hopefully at some point
before the end of the year,
we'll get more on the system.
Well, we just got a hello from Leah Palmer from Romania.
Nice. Hello, guys. Welcome to the stream.
And X Sushi 2. I do agree. So, Sony not being an E3, yeah, I did feel a little bit like an Xbox infomercial. Now, it did. I did feel that was pure an Xbox. That's a good thing with Xbox. They gave the gamers what they wanted. Us PlayStation guys are sitting there twiddling our thumbs, wondering what happened. We don't know.
Yeah, they definitely did deliver, I would say.
Yeah. The 18th this week, the 18th, right? The NHL Awards, but following the NHL 19.
The 19th, yeah.
19th, I think I got the name right. I got that 18th, my bad.
It's all good. The 19th is also Shang Tsung for MK11 for the Premium Edition, guys. If you've heard of the Premium Edition, this week, I think it's the 18th for us for Shang Tsung.
I think so.
So the 18th for us, guys, for Shang Tsung on the DLC for Mortal Kombat 11, which we can also touch on a little bit. We know that Spawn's in this game. We know that Nightwolf is back. Sindel's coming back with Shang Tsung. The last two characters we don't really know. We've heard rumblings that it was Ash and then Terminator, but
we don't know what Terminator based on.
Based on the Microsoft with Gears of War 5 having T-800 and Sarah Connor in the Gears of War 5 franchise, so I don't know where that would really put Mortal Kombat 11 DLC.
And then there's Chance of Doomslayer.
Chance of Doomslayer, which we all originally thought was going to be Ash. Originally, Ash said that he was going to be in the game. Bruce Campbell said, oh, it'd be cool to play in this game. He's since denied that he's going to be in this game, so we don't really know at this point. But if you watch Bethesda's Doom stream and you watch the trailer for the battle mode, you can hear the Mortal Kombat thing say round 1 fight in that trailer, which kind of makes a hint that Doomslayer is the next DLC character for Mortal Kombat 11 as part of the first DLC pack.
Yeah, so anything else you want to touch on games, E3? I know.
What are some other characters that we can see maybe for DLC for MK for like a second pack?
If I look for a second, no Joker because he's in that already. Well, for me, I can see Joker, I can see Pennywise, I could see Chucky based on the new film coming. I could see possibly him like Rocket and the group, him and Leprechaun together as a team. We could see that. Like, I don't know if it was short, but. Short is faster. I could see from MK. That's tough because I don't know those they haven't used in a long time. That's just me. If I had to go superhero for a bit, maybe the Crow. So maybe he'd be kind of cool to see come in. Hellboy would have been perfect there, but he's a caught in the wrong game. And the Turtles, because they are violent. It's funny and violent. That's how I don't know about you, but that's who I can see.
I think that would be a good pick. I mean, for me, for the second combat pack, I know we're probably maybe looking at Joker. We might be looking at Melina possibly for the second pack, which I think would be huge. Just my personal thing, I would sooner see Melina than Sindel. Sindel's a character I usually don't play as very much, but I know a lot of people wanted Sindel in the game, so it's cool that she's coming for you guys. But I would have much rather seen Melina make a comeback into the game instead of Sindel. But
what about seeing Freddy make a comeback?
I could possibly see Freddy make a comeback in the game. Jason be a little bit difficult due to the lawsuit and everything else going on with Jason at the moment.
Hellraiser. Sorry.
Hellraiser could work.
Because he's that kind of character.
Hellraiser could definitely work in that, I would think.
What about the Gremlins? What's the Gremlins here? They're kind of horror.
We could kind of go with that. We could go off some movie news here, guys. I know we're rambling on a little bit, but
that's what we do. This is why it's the awesome adventure. We ramble and Bill and Ted. Bill and Ted, we start with them. Since our channel's inspired by them, we're getting a Face the Music next year, and they're gonna have daughters. That's the one thing we will touch on. They will have daughters. They're really cool. I don't know how they're gonna pull in daughters. Maybe it'll be their story next. Ghostbusters 3. A movie I'm excited for again next year. We're gonna have the whole cast return. Besides Harry Ramis, may he rest in peace. The film is going to be based in the 90s and today, so 1 foot in the 90s, 1 foot into today's era, and it's going to be led by kids, so teenagers. And one is going to have special needs, the lead girl, so I'm excited for that. We're getting a Teen Titans movie, so people who watch Titans that are in DC Universe right now, it's gone. To do the movie, I don't know anything about that yet. As you know, the Batman, so we got Robert Pattinson as the Cape Crusader, which I'm excited for. I know a lot of people don't like that's him, based on a film series a decade ago. It's gonna have 6 villains. I can only remember 4 of them. So Catwoman, Firefly, Two-Face, Riddler, and the Penguin. I can't remember the 6th one. Oh yeah, Black Christmas. Why don't you touch on that? It's horror. I don't know much about that again.
Yeah, Black Christmas is the next movie coming, guys, from Blumhouse. It's due out this year. Not really much known about that one. There was talks of, like, Blumhouse is currently doing talks with Jamie Lee Curtis to come back for a sequel to their 2018 Halloween movie. We don't really know much about 2018 or the new Halloween movie that's possibly coming because of Miramax going out. So that leaves the Halloween franchise and the Scream franchise basically up in the air until somebody basically buys Miramax to purchase those products and bring us out more films. So as soon as that happens, we'll know more. Staying on horror.
It might be done for a good long time based on the trial going back in the court again, which should not happen. And speaking to Horror Inc., I'm going to say this, my friend will agree with me, we didn't have to go back in, just settle out of court. These films are our generation, you know, the millennials, horror fans, we grew up on these. And for you to go back into court to fight, you know, him again, it's just selfish. And now fans like myself, my friend, and everybody who grew up with those series are now, we lost them. We don't know when to come back, so I'm hoping Horror Inc. you will settle out of court and respect the fan base and the legendary character, and hopefully we get another film.
True. We're really just gonna touch on the Free From Hell trailer that was released this week. It looks really cool what we've seen. Rob Zombie's not gonna reveal how they survive at the end of The Devil's Rejects. He says you're gonna have to wait till the film to find out what happens there. We've seen a couple cool little trailers. We've seen like a new look for Baby. There was a new look for Otis there. He was all beat up and bloody, so it was kind of like a teaser. We've got bits and pieces, little highlights here and there from what we can expect in 3 from Hell, but we know that next month, July, there's another trailer coming, and that'll be the full trailer for 3 from Hell, so we'll probably see a lot more in that trailer to go off of from that film.
It's a can't-miss movie.
Exactly, which I believe is due out in September, sometime in September.
Yeah, we don't know if it's going to be just on Blu-ray or if it's going to theaters. We don't know. We're hoping we got. Why don't we talk about Terminator? You just touched on the game. It's coming out this year. It's the 3rd film in the series now.
I believe so. To take place right after the events of Judgment Day. It's basically, I guess, what happens after T2. So it looks really good. Definitely looking forward to that one.
Anything else? I think we're done. Because I can't think of anything else on this round.
Let's touch on Chucky since we're seeing it this week on Thursday.
Chucky. We'll quickly touch on it. We are seeing it this Thursday, a day before it's released. It's this year's remake from MGM. If you don't know who MGM is, they've done other films like Portuguese and the James Bond films. I think we could be in for a treat, good or bad. I mean, Mark Hamill is a big reason why I think it might be decent. If you don't know who Chucky is, I'd recommend going to your local video store or on your PlayStation or Xbox or Switch, they have it. Watch the first one from 1988, and then you go on to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They are our favorite series, one of them. This is just a reboot. MGM, he's AI, so basically he can get to your cell phones, your computers, etc., etc. And again, voiced by Mark Hamill. It's 16 plus in Canada, so I'm not sure if that means 18A or 14A, but we're in for a treat. We're both nervous. That's the best way of putting it.
Yeah, the early on looks of Chucky did not look great. The doll still doesn't look good to me. It still looks really bad. But I think, like, having Mark Hamill maybe being the voice of Chucky, it could save it maybe a little bit, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to really pull this franchise back from where it's been. To me personally, I think that Mancini's done a good job. I know I might stand alone on this, but I'm personally a fan of The Cult of Chucky and The Curse of Chucky, which I thought were both very well done. Both very well done films, based on the fact that Chucky accomplished something that he tried to do throughout the whole entire franchise, which was transfer his soul into a human body, which he accomplished in Cult of Chucky, which was kind of cool. I think Mancini's look was a little bit better. The new Chucky look is kind of bad, but having Mark Hamill do the voice, it could be okay. The kills might be different. I hope they're good. Hope it's well put together. Either way, we're going to put together a good review on it. So C3, if you're watching, if you listen to this channel, even if you don't, we're thinking of you, buddy. We're going to give it a chance. If it's bad, we'll review it bad. If it's good, we'll review it good.
Basically, we're giving a chance to try to use C3, with your videos and all. You gave us an open mind for this film. So we will let you know. I hope, C3, if you do hear this, please subscribe. We'd like to have you part of this channel. You do good videos, maybe you can give us some insight how to make our videos better. So we are hoping to make this an adventure that's going to be a lifetime. Just like our favorite film, Bill and Ted. Because that movie, for us, was a lifetime ago.
Well, and on that note, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Definitely subscribe if you haven't already. Drop a like on the YouTube video. We appreciate that. Leave a comment if you enjoyed it. Let us know what your favorite E3 titles that we mentioned on the show are. I know what some of ours are. We got Doom Eternal, Wolfenstein, Dying Light 2, all kinds of them. So let us know what your favorite titles that you want to see are coming.
Even recommend some games. Games you like on the PS4. We have the games you think we'd like, or you think that'd be worth purchasing or playing. Let us know. We're definitely up for recommendations for games. You never know. We might go on this adventure with them.
Alright guys, so until next time, we will see you on the next episode.